Hey, sunshines. So we are going to talk about rotations. So that's when you turn a figure around a point. So your rule is going to look like this: R for rotation, and then your center of rotation is that point that you're turning around, and then your angle of rotation is how many degrees you're rotating it. So your pre-image, your center of rotation, and your image form an angle that's that many degrees. So if I rotate it 90 degrees, I'm going to form a 90-degree angle. And then that distance from the center of rotation is going to be congruent for the pre-image and for the image. So a rotation about the origin, O is for the origin, that's your point 0, 0 of 0 degrees means I'm not moving at all, I'm not changing, that's just my original point. So that's where you don't change your coordinates, it's just X, Y. So nothing changed, that's just my original point. So this coordinate here is 4, 3. So I'm actually going to form a little bit of a triangle so it's a little easier to see what's happening. So 1, 2, 3, 4. The distance here is 4. That's my X. And then 1, 2, 3. My Y is 3. And that's how I get to that point. So if I want to rotate it 90 degrees, really I'm going to rotate that whole path. Because on a graph, it's hard to rotate a diagonal line. So what you really want to rotate is that pathway to get there because it's really easy to turn horizontal and vertical lines by 90 degrees because perpendicular lines form 90-degree angles, right angles. So 90 degrees is a quarter of a circle. It's a quarter of the way around your graph. So I'm really going to go from one quadrant to the next. So I'm starting in quadrant 1, so I'm going to quadrant 2. So I'm going to take that, oops. I'm going to take that X pathway and I'm going to turn that 90 degrees and I'm going to go this way. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to take my Y and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. So now I moved my whole little pathway 90 degrees. So now my new coordinate is up here, but when we count out the coordinate, we're still counting this way. I went 1, 2, 3 in X, but I went negative. So now my new coordinate is -3, and then I went up, up 4. So -3, +4. So what happened to my coordinates? I switched their places and then I changed one of the signs. So instead of counting 4 horizontally, I counted 4 vertically. So I switched the coordinates places. Oh, I need my and then